Okay, you get the maybe response. So the maybe response is, yeah, I wanted to see if you would consider an offer on your property there. Well, maybe, but I'm not going to sell it for a few more months. That's when I have to move. Or you know what? I really wanted to sell it in the fall. I don't want to move in the summer. Or you know what? I'm going to give my son one more month to get his act together, and if he doesn't, I'm going to sell this house. I told him that I was going to do it. Or my tenants aren't moving out until October, and you're calling him in July. You know what I mean? So there's some time to do some lead follow up there. There's a maybe, and this is a huge amount of leads here. A huge amount is going to fall into this maybe category. And what I want you to get from the maybe category is you don't have to push them so much on a price right now. It doesn't make sense. If you push them on price right now and they don't want to sell for another 6 months, why? The prices could change by then. Anything can happen. Usually, in their mind, it goes up and up and up. So let's not set a baseline right now. But what I want you to do is I want you to get what their actual timeline is, and I want to get what the condition of the property is in. Okay, so that's very important because if they have done a complete remodel on their house, I mean, they have just sunk a ton of money into their house. Are, what do you think they're going to expect? Do you think it's going to be retail or wholesale? Now, am I jumping to conclusions? Am I assuming? Am I hallucinating? 100%. But I'm telling you, experience tells me that people that take really, really good care of their property and invest and have the means to invest a lot of money into their property are not likely to sell it at a discount. Not saying they won't. You can run your business the way that you want to run it, but I know that we have a lot of people that want retail that we talk to, and we try to disqualify them as soon as possible. So when they say yes, or yes, I am thinking about it, or maybe I'm going to sell it in the future, or yes, I'm going to sell it in the future, we just want you to say, okay, great. Well, should I call you back in a month? Just kind of check in, right? So you just want to set a timeline. You want to see if it's really that far out there. If they're really going to wait until October to sell it. Should I call back in a month? Just make sure that your tenants are treating you okay. Yeah, yeah, that'd be fine. Do you want me to call you back you know what? Why don't I call you back in a week and just see how things are going with your son? If they say a month, then shorten it to a week. If they say 90 days, shorten it to a month. If they say 6 months, shorten it to a month. Don't go for longer than a month, in my experience, of following up. Just stay front and center in their mind. The second part of that is, well, I'm really looking for something that needs some love. Have you done any major remodeling to the kitchen and bathrooms in the last 5 years? There's that question again. So it's just going to let you know those big ticket items. If they have invested a significant amount of money into the kitchen and the bathrooms or the master bathroom, you know who you're dealing with. I would try to throw out a price right away and see if they're even in the ballpark. Okay. I know I just told you not to do that, but if you ask that question and they've put a ton of money into it, you might want to do that. I'm just saying. I'm going against what I said before, but it's a little bit different situation. So this opens up the conversation to the conditions of the property. So you can ask a little bit more questions. You can talk to them, build a little bit more relationship on the phone. People love talking about their house, even if it's terrible. I'm telling you. And the third part of it is I want you to say, well, please save my number. Please save my number and give them your number because you're going to be calling with a different caller ID. So give them your number, or you can text it to them as soon as you get off the phone and just say, save this number under your name and homebuyer. So save it under Brent Homebuyer in case anything changes in the meantime. So you want them to actually put your number save my direct number, Sue. I'm going to text it to you right when we get off the phone. You know what? I'm texting it to you now, and save that in your contacts under Brent Homebuyer. Sound good? Just in case anything changes. So that's how you want to handle the maybes. Now, the maybes is what is going to funnel into your lead follow-up. The yeses to some degree, depending on their timeline, but the maybes for sure. These are the people that you're going to follow up, chase, follow up. They're going to disappear for months on end. You're not going to hear from them. And then all of a sudden, you're going to get callbacks from these people, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I left them 14 voicemails. But we'll get into that into the lead follow-up. I'm rambling. But I'm just excited about the maybes. This is really where you build up your pipeline, because everybody else is going to be wham bam. If they don't say yes, then they just get tossed out. Save these. I am telling you, it is future profits, huge future profits. So make sure that you get the timeline. Make sure you understand what their timeline. Yeah, I'm going to sell, but not yet. Okay, great. What are you thinking? You're gonna sell in a month or so? No, 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 no. It'll be longer than that. Okay, great. Do you want me to, maybe call you in a couple weeks and see if you're ready then? No, you know what? I'm not going to sell to the fall. So try to get that timeline out of them, and then get the condition. Well, I'm really looking for something that needs some love. Have you done any major remodeling to the kitchen and bathroom in, say, the last 5 years? Okay, so do you see how I keep saying okay, okay, great, all this stuff? It's just confirming. It's just kind of gets natural in your brain, and you're going to be doing it too. But just make sure that you pay attention to the yes maybes, and you keep them, and you get their condition, their timeline, and you have them save your number in their phone. Awesome.